Suppose we have a power series. So we're adding up an, although just reading the question, they don't say what an is. So an x to the n, so it's centered at 0, we can definitely say, but I don't know what the coefficients look like. We're told that this power series diverges for x equals 3. So if I plug in 3, the series that I get doesn't converge. From this, what values of x can we conclude the power series diverges at? Okay, now, the surface of it might seem like a tough question. You don't know what the ANs are. How in the world can we say anything? I mean, I suppose we could say they're asking about divergence, so we could say x equals 3, but is there anything else we can say? So let's use the convergence disk theorem. Okay. So, roughly, what is this result telling us? Well, if we make a number line and we center it at the center of our power series, which is 0, right, we can see here it centers at 0. Okay. Then we can imagine, all right, somebody told me that at 3 we get divergence. So I might say a little d here. The convergence disk theorem says if you've got a point and you know your power series converges for that x value, then anything closer to 0 than that value of x, or whatever your center is, will also converge. And on the flip side, if you know that your power series diverges, then anything further away from 0 than 3 is will also diverge. Okay. So how does that help us here? Well, what is further away from 0 than 3? Well, I can see the distance between 0 and 3 is 3. Okay. Going on the other side, you'd get minus 3. Now, the result doesn't tell us anything that happens closer if we know divergence. It doesn't tell us anything about what happens for something the same distance away. Okay? But we know anything further will also diverge. So, these are values of x that are less than negative 3. Okay? Convergence disk theorem says your power series will also diverge there. And anything greater than 3, now we also know it diverges at 3, so we can say greater than or equal. Okay. So we can say by the convergent disk theorem, or CDT, we might abbreviate it. Okay. We conclude the series also diverges. Now it might diverge at other values as well. And the only thing that's guaranteed convergence is 0. But we don't have enough information to, for example, conclude that it also diverges at 2. Okay? And that's okay. It's okay not to know everything. It's something you sometimes have to be comfortable with. My result can only tell me this much. And there we go. That's all we can really say.